y'all. So, because a gremlin seemed to want to stop me from making a video unboxing these puppies, I just thought that I'd make a small video just like more of an up-close review of what I got. So I got two Catasetum type plants from SVO, Fred Clark. And they look really cute. They're obviously they're in various forms of dormancy. This one is coming out of dormancy. And it's doing pretty good. I saw that a couple of other people shared the same experience that I did with these orders, because there was a sale. There was like a week-long sale that Fred Clark did where he would sell the dormant bulbs for however much. I don't even remember how much % off it was. And they came all potted up in these little black pots that were about the same size as this. This is a 3-inch pot. It's super compacted green moss, as I would assume it would come in, since he obviously grows them in a greenhouse. But they came with a few friends, a few creepy crawlers, so I'm keeping these further away from my other plants over here, as you can see. Oh my god, excuse my voice. I sound like a witch today. I don't really know what's going on. I'm not sick. I'm just like tired. You know how on Saturdays you can just like not really want to do hardly anything? I literally just got out of bed. So yeah, that's my story for today. Anyways, back to the plants. So this one had active growth, so I didn't want to cut. Like, I left the main bulk of the roots on there. I don't really care if they rot, since I'm gonna repot it next year anyways. Just to like stabilize this thing. I don't have very much luck with staking. Hopefully by next year I'll have much more luck with it, but I also have like some troublemakers that like to mess up my stakes and knock plants over. Do you guys like knocking plants over? Raise your hand or lick your paw if you like knocking plants over. They're in agreement. Anyways, I keep getting distracted. So these are the plants I got. This one I had to write down because I'm not so good with the abbreviations yet. There's so many of them, I just had to look it up. Apparently a Mormodes plus a Cloesia is a Mormodia. So I wrote down Mormodia on this one. Mormodia Painted Desert, SVO blah blah, by Catasetum barbatum. And I liked this one because I like really weird flowers, and the flowers were adequately weird. I find with Catasetums, I was really, really excited and gung-ho about buying some Catasetums when I heard there was a sale going on. But I find that the colors just don't really do it for me. I'm not a yellow person. I love yellow in different ways, but not apparently in the ways that they show up in Catasetums. I don't know. I was between this one and a green one. I think it was something jade, something emerald crossed with something else green. It was gorgeous, but it was just like, even like a couple dollars price difference kind of gets under my skin sometimes. Oh, we're gonna have a friend join us. He's gonna be my assistant. He's gonna do some cat inspection. Yeah. He says, Mom, your handwriting is BS. What is this? So yeah, if I had this thing just staked up like this, he would be like knocking it all over the place, and I'm already a little worried about the other one because it looks a lot like one of his toys. So yeah, I'm gonna move this away. Yeah, I know it's all about you, Woo. So the next one that I got, and I'm not shocked that it's like so cute and wee, because I'm sure that this is a hot item. I've noticed a lot of Cloesia Grace Dunn crosses show up on the Orgaholics Anonymous page. This one, Cloesia Grace Dunn, live oak, crossed with Mormodes revolutum SVO yellow. I don't know why I got a yellow one when I was just talking about how I don't like yellow. Anyways, it wasn't that yellow in the picture, or at least the picture of that specific plant, because they don't have pictures of both of them. Anyways, I'm babbling on. This one came with a not so cool friend that I wasn't surprised to see ants at all. Ants don't really bother me. I saw that Brittany of Holy City Orchids had kind of a bad reaction with the ants, but believe me, if I lived where there were fire ants, I would be freaking out. It was not pleasant to find them, but it wasn't unpleasant. Get what I mean? So yeah, there were ants, but there was also like a pretty sizable slug. The slug was about the size of this growth. So he went straight over the balcony, never to be seen again, hopefully, or to be eaten by a bird, or to maybe just eat my neighbor's roses, which is fine because her roses are encroaching on my small area of the balcony. Anyways, I've already had to rewrite the tag because I already lost it, and yeah, that's my whole life kind of right now. These things, I need to just like rubber band this thing to this thing because it just makes sense to me that way. Anyways, full inspection of these. This one doesn't seem to have much in the way of new growth yet. I see these two dealies, but nothing really is happening. There's like something, I don't know if you can really see or if it's gonna focus. There's like a little bit of greenness in here, so maybe that will turn into a new growth, let's hope. And a giant cat nose. Woo, you are being a very good pointer. Anyways, this one, nothing's going on, but it looks really healthy and really happy, and I'm happy with it, and I'm really excited for this year's growth, and I hope I can keep it alive. Anyways, this one's kind of more exciting. This one, and I'll get the tag out of here so it's not in the way. Point it so it's in the light better. This one's got this new growth. I just noticed these two yellow new root tips coming out today. Oh my god, don't even start. I swear to God, you're gonna leave this windowsill so fast if you start. Yeah, so the new root tips, those are really fabulous, and I'm really glad. When I was unpotting this one, I was having trouble because all of these, like, it had really healthy roots throughout the rest of it, so I didn't want to chop any off that seemed healthy, even though I know I've seen from some of Brittany's videos, those roots are not long for this world. But I also spied this new teeny tiny, oh my god, I'm gonna kill you, get out of here. He was just chewing on the top here. Cats are fun, they're great. This teeny tiny new growth is pretty exciting. I don't see any roots coming off of it yet. I didn't when I was unpotting it. But I have hopes, I have high hopes. I see that this plant has bloomed before, even though it's relatively small, but you know, I think this is going to be a good year for me in Catasetums. I'm hoping anyways. I hope I can keep these things alive. Yeah, this one I think I broke off a few root tips or something, but it's rooting itself. Oh, there's a new one. There's another new one. Yeah, see, it's rooting itself very nicely in this dry moss that I've got it in. And I think it's really happy because it's really stable. So maybe next year when I can reflect back, maybe even then I'll leave like a few roots just to stabilize the whole structure. Not like chop off, like this one I literally just like chopped the whole thing. Like I cut it out of the pot because I did not want to find out what else was in that pot with that slug. Ew. There was a teensy tiny spider in the bottom of this one too, and that went right down the drain. I don't know if you're supposed to get the moss wet when you're removing it or like unpotting these guys. I just made sure to really dry them really well. I even put them like on, like there's literally a heater like right here. So I've been keeping them on this windowsill to just keep them really dry. And you know, keep them a little separate from my other plants. And that seems to have dried them out well. I don't see any signs of rot yet. I know that that's something you're supposed to really worry about with these guys. So hopefully all's well. Our Catasetum investigator is back. Anyways, I hope that this was fun for anybody to watch, and I hope that you all are having a great day. And thank you for watching if you did, in fact, make it to the 9-minute mark of me babbling on and on. Yeah, thanks. Like and subscribe. You're awesome. Have a great day. Bye-bye.